In this video we're going to look at another form of quadratics, and you can see here we've got y equals ax times x minus alpha. A obviously can't equal 0, otherwise the quadratic won't exist. And we've got an example that we're going to solve at y equals minus 2x, x plus 2. Now, you can see it's a quadratic because when you multiply these x's together, you get the x squared when you expand it. Now, if I was to have just in my knowledge, we're going to get a graph that looks something like this. Okay? That's what we're going to end up with. And the reason why, I'll tell you. Now, first things first, we have a negative here. Negative means maximum. So, there's our maximum there. Alright, and you'll see where this all comes into play soon. So first things first, we want to find our x-intercepts. Now that is when y equals 0. Y equals 0, so that is when this equals 0 and this equals 0. So that means the intercepts are when x equals 0 and x equals minus 2. So x-intercepts are 0, 0 and minus 2, 0. Okay, because if this x value here, so it's when y equals 0. So what value of x makes y equal to 0? Okay, here, when x is 0, y equals 0. When x equals minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Then minus 2x times 0 is 0, so that makes y equals 0. So there are two x-intercepts. And you can see, so that's where they are. So let's just draw a new graph, and we can start putting this information on as we need it. X, y. So there's one x-intercept, and we've got 1, 2. There's the other one. So a good idea is when you see an equation that looks like this, well, we know one of the x-intercepts is going to be the origin. So let's look at the axis of symmetry of sim. Well, that's between 0 and minus 2. So that means it's going to be x equals minus 1. So axis of symmetry is going to be x equals minus 1. So when x equals minus 1, y equals minus 2 minus 1 bracket minus 1 plus 2, which is 1, which equals minus 2 times minus 1 is 2, negative times negative is a positive, so 2 times 1 is 2. So axis of symmetry is minus 1, 2. So no, axis of symmetry is x equals minus 1, so sorry, our vertex, we're finding our vertex there, my apologies, vertex. We already know what our axis of symmetry is minus 1. So using our axis of symmetry, we find the vertex, my apologies. So that's 2. So we're here. And there you go, there you can see the maximum. Alright, well, and we also then have this, so our y-intercept also is 0. Okay, so our x-intercept and our y-intercept is the same because it's the origin. So you don't actually have to go that far and find it. Alright, so we have our graph now, where we go up and then down. There's our quadratic. Alright, so there's our two x-intercepts, which are 0, minus 2. Our axis of symmetry is x equals minus 1, and our vertex is minus 1, 2. That's the coordinate. Okay, thank you.